But yeah, that's pretty juicy. Jenny put it out there.
Yeah, she's going at it hard. That should have been a giant dish for us yesterday.
I wish Earl would have told me about the story. I mean, he doesn't have to hide stories.
Well, you know what? Maybe he was slow playing for the dish all along.
I mean, the thing is, it wasn't Earl's fucking responsibility. Yeah. Man. Earl went for it. But guess what? You're the guy who missed it. And you never added the fucking actualities and the music and all the shit that I told you for a long time. It's just not your thing. It's not something you wanted to do. You love doing the opening. We love when you do the opening. You got yourself 30 seconds of the show. You don't like the rest of it, but you love that.
No, I love the rest of the show.
You had Unmasked for a while. Chris took it back. All your stuff Chris eventually takes back.
See, I've known the feeling of getting things taken away from me. It feels many times over the years.
Is that why you're in there, right?
Yes, that's why I'm in here right now. I've had everything taken away from me. Eventually I get some parts back.
You get it back.
Yeah, Vito, think of this. You got that seat, didn't you?
It ain't gonna last there. Chris has got his eye. That's why Chris has changed the lighting. He's trying to burn his eye.
He's like, Chris
is Machiavelli. He's the best. He fucking steals equipment from here and takes it to Gaslight. And you know what I think to myself when he does that? That kid has ambition. Let me tell you something. There's an old fucking saying. If you ain't stealing a little, you're stealing a lot. All right? So when you're in the restaurant business and you see what the guys are stealing, you're like, good. You know what I mean? I trust him. When you see a guy who ain't stealing, fire that fucker. Because he has figured out something so fucking brilliant, he's going to bankrupt you.
White collar, man.
Yeah. He's over the fucking top. He's so good. So, yeah, fucking he leaves with a couple of steaks. You know what I mean? Couple of bottles of gin. Okay. That's all part of it.
I want gin. I want steaks.
You left here with fucking 2 laptops one day.
Oh, I didn't know.
James in Utah.
Yeah, Ronnie, since Vito doesn't love his job, I got a job offer for him that I know he would love. I got some pizza pies to be ordered.
That's your passion.
I do love my job.
You love the parts of it that you love.
No, I love every part of it.
But you don't like being assigned something that you don't love. I'm the same fucking way.
I love Dish, and I'm going to get it back one day.
No. I know that you're going, oh, I see how. You're not Chris. You know what I mean? Chris is fucking Machiavelli to the fucking 10th power. Chris is a fucking survivor.
Chris never was sitting there sweating in a hot light.
I'd say more light,
I'm
please.
sweating way less than
Can I
Chris.
tell you something?
He's like, kind of hot in this board seat.
Chris is a fucking knife fighter. Never worry about Chris Stanley.
Yep.
He is a survivor. He'll fucking outlast everybody.
I believe that.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
It's a good feeling, sort of.
You're like a tank.
He should be. Oh, matter of fact, I got some mail about Chris here. I want to read this. No, it's from a concerned listener.
Oh, okay, good. Because I like concern for me because, you know, not everyone's perfect.
We should set up a thing, Chris, with a sounder and all for email stuff. Do you have it?
I do, yeah. I have it right here.
Because I didn't get mine for whatever reason. Careful getting up. You're knocking over the whole fucking place.
I never knock anything over.
It says, I have been listening. This is from Ryan. I have been listening for about 7 years, and I've been hearing Chris talk about his dog shit health for quite a while.
Ouch.
The loose joints, slurring, throwing out of his back, falling like an ass for no reason, shitting himself, etc.
It seems to all add up so far.
I think Chris may have joint hypermobility syndrome or Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
What?
I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and have similar issues, but actually taking care of oneself can make it manageable. So if you don't come across as a mess of a human being, love the show, Ryan. Now, I know of a new thing that they have at Walgreens. You just go there and for a prick of the finger, you can be tested for 200 different diseases.
And I think hypermobility syndrome might be one of them.
I gotta find this machine.
Well, I'll tell you, two things that come to mind when I think of Chris Stanley is hyper and mobility. So this makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Well, look, my Iranian orthopedist did tell me the first
You
day
don't
I
need to
walked
know the
in.
race. It's not important.
It really is the most racist thing I've ever heard.
He was also an executive producer of a major motion film.
Motion film.
What film?
It was the one Birth of a Nation, the Nat Turner movie.
The original?
You're a fucking racist, dude. For
No,
bringing that up.
he would be the racist. But he did. The first day I walked in, he said, your joints are freakishly loose. And like when I got all these surgeries on my arm, my shoulder, and my knee, like when I went to physical therapy, they're like, we don't know if you even need it because your mobility is like fucking off the charts.
You're fucking rookie of the year, dude.
All right, this Bid Zaddy Cool said the Jenny McCarthy story was on page 6, and it happened right in your own building. How does Vito consider this Earl hiding stories? Vito thinks he can get ahead on Bennington show by being a pounding baby Huey. Yeah, I guess that's true.
By size, for sure.
Babies are cute. People love babies.
Dan from Philly says, seems like Bennington show is having trouble finding help that can pull things out of the internet. I think that I could do that better than Chris or Vito. Well, I could throw a dart into a fucking crowd and find somebody doing it better than Chris or Vito.
Please don't do that, though.
Why not?
I don't want to be replaced.
Jonathan says, I can't wait for the Earl Douglas dish. Nothing better than a dish with some flavor. Hashtag no more greasy dishes.
You have to bring race into it.
You got to say to me, I'm playing a thing. You don't just start playing it when I'm talking.
Yeah.
Okay? Because that's going to get Chris back. Look at him.
He's itching for it,
put
too.
his fucking papers together.
I saw
He
him
knows
buckle
it's
his
coming.
belt. Why doesn't he have his belt buckled in there?
Hey, in here, anything goes.
That's not true, Chris. That's literally not true. Who's in with you today, Vinay?
No interns in today.
Yeah.
Vinay went to La La Land. Went out to the coast.
He said,
Is that right?
Yeah. He
said to
fucking
us-
says to me,
Hold on, one at a time.
he says to me, going out to LA. I'm like, that's great. And he's like, I think I'm really going to miss New York. I'm like, it's fucking 10 days, dude. It's you're going to be back here. It's vacation. You're not fucking an expat. What are you talking about, you weirdo?
Now, what is he going out there for? The business?
I think he's just going out there he has some friends out there.
Yeah,
He's just
sure.
a little vacay.
He also told us to have a nice spring break.
Yeah, he said that to
He
me
said-
when he left. And I was like, well, I'm an adult, dude. So I don't have those.
I think it's always funny when people will say, like, did you have a good summer? Like you were still in school.
Yeah.
Did you have a good summer? I don't know. It seems like the same as the rest of the year.
I honestly had a great winter. You didn't bring it up.
I never complain about the winter. It just seems I mean, how much time are you spending outside? You're not a kid anymore playing. I wish the weather affected me, but it doesn't. I wish I lived the kind of life where the weather really threw off my day. And this place is so fucking empty.
It's dead
because
today.
they were predicting a nor'easter.
Yeah.
We got some rain, but is it supposedly coming, Chris?
Yeah, apparently, yeah. This is the cusp of the nor'easter.
We're at the
What's
cusp.
that mean? Nothing has happened. The cusp seems like we should have gotten a lot already.
We've gotten Jack and shit. I think this was.
Jack and shit?
That's why
That's
your
old.
cusp thing makes 0 sense.
I'm looking at a weather app right now.
Yeah.
It says there's an 82% chance of rain at 9 p.m.
At 9?
And
it's
then,
raining out right now, but it's drizzling.
yeah, this. All right, so they go from light rain to rain, so it'll be slightly heavier than this at 9 o'clock.
This fucking rain, it didn't make a dent.
And then tomorrow it'll be mostly cloudly.
Cloudly.
Cloudy.
No, it's cloudy with a chance of mat balls. Crazy fucking Chris Stanley.
I'm in exile over here, you know?
Not for long, it's Damon.
Okay.
This kid's on the fucking ropes. He don't know what he's doing.
Looking up nor'easter reports. I'm trying to have the facts for you.
You just have a picture of the equator.
Yeah.
What's that going to do?
That has
nothing.
everything to do with the weather.
See, he does that thing that sounds like he's being like he makes a mistake, but then
And then he
acts like
digs
he's
in
right.
deeper?
Yeah, he digs in deeper and acts like he hates you when he says it.
I don't hate you both. I love both of you very much.
Well, why don't you tell that to the two ladies from yesterday? One leaving here feeling like she was gut shot.
She did feel really bad.
Then
She's just playing.
dude, did you see when Chris would not react to this, but Chris photobombed the picture of them, right? So then I went in and blew his face up. That was
We
the
need to put that up.
Should we, Chris? It's up to you.
Yeah, put
because
it up.
it's so
The blow up one, though.
Put the blow up one. I don't care.
it's so fucking hit.
It's so scary.
Definitely put it up.
Yeah. Did you see? What it fucking looked like?
I did. I'll see with everyone else.
People are writing in to me with this. How would a guy who fucking believes in flat Earth think that the equator means anything? That is fucking true.
Interesting.
Exposed.
There is no equator.
There's the ice wall.
Chris, just have your shoes tied.
If it was flat, wouldn't then the equator only be a point as opposed to a line?
Look, I didn't bring up the equator. That was a picture from one of your news outlets that I don't believe in.
One of your news outlets, like
Me.
he's an alien. And one of you Earthlings believes in it.
I get all my news from Mark Sargent, and that's it.
Are you gonna miss him doing this shit off?
I am. I'm gonna miss him, but you know what? I think he's gonna be on to greener pastures.
Oh yeah.
I'm still gonna
Like
work
that,
here.
he's gonna be eating like a cow. And Earl's gonna have catchphrases, cool black slang catchphrases.
This is exciting. I can't wait.
My only problem is I never know whether Earl is going to be a Rolo or a Grady. I can't tell which.
I hope Rolo.
What?
I'm sleeping.
Did you see the thing where the pug was watching the pigeons eat his dinner? Sad pug.
It is so adorable, but so heartbreaking. It's up on the iBang, and it's the saddest, sweetest little video. These pigeons just swarm his kibble, and he just looks on like, oh, I guess there's nothing I can do.
Oh no!
You can eat fucking pigeons, dude.
No, forget it. They're enjoying it, I guess, more than I would have.
What happens?
Just hard because that's my only food.
Look how happy Earl is watching it. Earl came
It's so
over,
cute.
looked around so you can see
With
this
a big
pug.
open mouth smile, like, look at that pug.
I'm gonna get you a fucking pug, girl. You deserve one.
You do.
Now that you're the new dish guy.
Would you like a pug?
Well, I would love a pug, but only the problem is dogs hate me.
No.
What?
They
No, that's
absolutely-
racist.
That's police
Yeah.
dogs hate you. They
No,
were trained to,
I'm
Earl.
telling you, a pug would love you, and they're such a sweet, easy apartment dog because they don't like to get around much
Yeah,
because they have breathing issues, so they just want to sit on the couch and watch TV with you.
You know, I got a great idea too for pug owners. I call it a pug handle. And you just drill a hole into the spines of your pug.
What?
You have a little handle there, and you just can pick it up and carry it around like
I don't
a
know.
purse.
Sign me
Yeah.
up.
And they say the pugs like it. Their little legs just wither, away into nothing.
Okay.
And it's so adorable. By the way, Bob Ross fan just wrote, Chris killed me. I accidentally said cloudly, super loud in a really quiet office.
You're welcome, buddy. You're
I
welcome
like
for
how
that.
Chris didn't even bother to.
He's
correct
just
himself.
like cloudly, and then went, "Ugh, did
Yeah.
anyone hear
He
it?"
just leaned in, let the boots kick him, and then just went on with his day again.
Like when someone farts and doesn't even make mention of it.
Yeah, that's
They're just
me.
like, just stare at
It's
you.
also Chris. It's also Chris. He's a pug that way. Look at those great. What are you doing, dude? Please go back to where you were. You saw me pointing. Look at those great pictures of Nate Bargatze.
That's beautiful.
I know.
Nate's a fucking handsome guy, right?
Oh yeah.
I know he really is, and maybe the best voice of anyone ever.
Well, Nate has this thing, and I've known these guys all my life, and they're the Southern guys that don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And
Yes.
you think like that they're conservative guys. You know what I mean? Because they'll like have like they'll be in business or whatever.
Right.
You notice like they don't wear socks when they golf. You know what I mean? But they always have money. And then you'll just be like, last night we were having a party. We all just started sucking each other's wife's titties. You're just like, what? Where'd this come from? He goes, yeah, I was going to call you, but I was at church. You know what I mean? Like, they don't give a fuck. And Nate has found a way to bring that to stand-up comedy. And God bless him for it. I don't think we have that Chris picture up on Instagram yet because a lot of things are going on today. But the second I find out about it,
It's up on stories.
oh, stories. Can we even get the stories ever?
So good.
Look at that Chris face. And there's like nothing written about it, no music playing, just the fucking. Now look, Vito isn't laughing. He feels bad because he knows he looks like Chris.
It's like looking in the mirror.
This is almost like this happened to fucking Vito.
I look at that and I just think, I love you too, Sloth.
Oh,
Finally have a headshot. This is great.
yeah. You can put that on your fucking glass nut
God,
video
what
show.
is wrong with that picture? He's so scary.
I think I look friendly. Look
It's
how
like
happy I look.
The bridge of the nose, the teeth, the teeth.
Was this photoshopped? I just noticed the
I
nose.
swear to you.
Zoomed
This
in,
is
bro.
so far from Photoshop because I did it. So this,
And then this, I guess that's the screen, but it looks like negative space of his head. It's so disturbing.
yeah, what is that? Because I know here. Go back to the what was taken before, like the picture it was taken from. What are you doing? Yeah. So, that's just the.
It's a monitor.
It's the
Yeah, the
monitor, but
monitor.
when the close up, it looks like he just has a huge dent. And I don't understand what's going on with your teeth in that picture.
What are you
It's
doing photoshopping? I mean, photobombing.
I wanted to jump in. I want to be part of it too.
But you have never in your life done that, even 9 years ago when that was a big deal.
all right. Now I've got another thing to point out:
Yeah.
the heavy brow, which is
Yeah.
I don't like. That's not. There's nothing that's the excuse of that. It looks like one eye is closing in on one direction, the other eye is closing in from underneath.
Also, it looks like I have a black eye on my left eye, like someone punched me in the fucking
Yeah,
face.
yeah. All of
You
these
look
things.
so fucked up.
All these things mean one thing: hypermobility syndrome.
Oh shit! This guy was right.
You need to check it out, dude.
And tighten these
You
joints
have
up.
fucking
I think
Ehlers-Danlos
it's
syndrome.
so fucking funny that we don't have a single thing there.
It's just like
Every other stupid story goes up with all these
No gifs.
cool things. Yeah, everything fucking great is happening, and that's just sitting there.
Hope people don't get too freaked out by it. Because look, I'll be honest, that's kind of scary.
that
it
just
is.
pops up on your stories. Woo!
Now, can you? Is the other one on the just thing before that? Can we go back just 1 second and look?
No, the other ones, like the originals on the feed.
Go into
you
this
can
story.
see- no, right here. You
Oh.
can see that you could have even made this picture worse because his body looks terrible.
Yeah, his body's in bad shape. It's bad shape.
It looks like her whole stomach's on top of the board.
So the only reason I saw this when you guys set it out, and I think they had put like a circle that Chris was still photo,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what is that? Because I couldn't even tell because I'm on my phone and I'm half blind. And I just made it bigger and bigger until that fucking horrifying face came out.
God. Freak show.
But just in that picture in real life, much more pleasant to look at. I don't have a black eye, that's for sure.
Can you explain the teeth?
That's
Why
weird.
do your teeth look so fucked up?
They look fine. Right now, there, it's like fucking something terrible happened to me.
You got a broken nose. Look like Owen Wilson.
That's a compliment. I'll take that.
No,
Wow.
just the nose.
Wow.
No, Chris, not even close.
Wow.
I don't know what you're doing. What do you even mean by that?
That's like an Owen Wilson thing.
He's trying to do wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
No.
No, he's not trying to be sexy when he doesn't.
Wow.
Earl, I don't know how you don't bounce to number one with these two in here.
Those are just my looks.
Those are just my legs.